Welcome to this week's Down Home with Tina show. Always fun and exciting things, I think, going on in our community, and I get to share them with you here. And if you have something that you would like for me to talk about, let me know, because even if I can't get you on, maybe I can share it during a show or at the beginning of the show or something like that. So please don't hesitate to do so. Anyways, coming up, I have got Sarah from Fairfield County Foundation. She's going to talk about, it's a big anniversary year for them and the things and events they have coming up, and also a first responder of the month. He is from the Lancaster Fire Department, and he's going to talk about some of the things that they have going on, because they also have another huge year for one of the anniversaries of one of the engine houses. So don't go anywhere, folks. Find out what I have for you. It's Down Home with Tina.
The Frankie Smith Funeral Home and Crematory in Lancaster and the Johnson Smith Funeral Home in Baltimore have a long and wonderful history of serving our community. Feel free to give us a call at 740-653-0652. Stop in and see us at either of our two locations, 405 North Columbus Street in Lancaster and 207 South Main Street in Baltimore. Respect for tradition, regard for change.
Dagger Law has more than 110 years of experience in nearly every aspect of the law. When we're not just helping clients, we're helping the community. You'll see us at festivals, sporting events, and around town, because we live and work here too. We are your neighbors, and we want to help you when you need it. When we help each other, we're stronger. Our community is stronger. Creating a strong, vibrant, healthy, and safe community is everyone's responsibility, and we take the responsibility seriously. We are local, we are trusted, we are experienced.
Welcome back to Down Home with Tina. I have Sarah Stoughton with me. She is the Donor Services Officer with Fairfield County Foundation, and they have something really big for this year, an anniversary, and they're doing some really cool and great things. But before we get started with that, I just wanted to ask you, how are you doing? How long have you been with Fairfield County Foundation, Sarah?
I'm good. I will have been with the foundation for 5 years in September.
Nice.
And it's flown by. It's true that time really does fly when you're having fun and you're doing what you love. Things are busy. We're gearing up for a really fun year now that April is officially our 35th anniversary. And we have a lot of fun and exciting projects that we're going to be doing this year.
What has been your favorite thing, or is your favorite thing about working at Fairfield County Foundation?
I think my favorite thing, I obviously work directly with our donors, and they're just absolutely incredible. I can't believe how giving our community is. And just every year we do our big, 35-hour give event in line with Giving Tuesday. And just every year I kind of sit back after those, 2 days, and I'm like, wow, this is amazing. Our donors just continue to give because they're able to, and they just really see the impact that the work we do does on our community. And I think that just encourages them to, keep giving back in that regard.
Yes.
So
you guys do so much work behind the scenes to even to go up to that day of the Giving Tuesday, that when it all comes together and then you have all of this, even for yourself, isn't it just gratifying to know all the work that you did and to see? And then not only that, you do the scholarships and you do different scholarships, and you also do so many other things for people in the community and grants that you get to see the direct impact that it's making. So this is a way for when your donors get a chance to actually see what they're doing in the community, which is huge. It's really big.
We have over 400 different funds. Each of them serve a little bit of a different purpose. And we have unrestricted funds as well. Unrestricted means that the nonprofit organizations in Fairfield County can apply through our grant cycles and can be awarded money from those unrestricted dollars. And I think one of my favorite things about the foundation is I don't think a lot of people realize that, the things they're doing in our community, a lot of those things the foundation is behind. Like the Lancaster Festival, we help fund the orchestra every year.
Really?
We helped fund the new stage that they put in a few years ago. And I don't, it's true, we are kind of behind the scene in granting those funds, but it's something that benefits the whole community. So it's really fun to kind of be behind the scenes like that and see everything come to fruition.
That is so great that you said that and shared that in the way that you did, because those people who would maybe be interested in helping the community, they can help out in any way by being a donor with you all, because it is helping something as big as the Lancaster Festival. It's and all of the different organizations, nonprofits, and people and grants, and even those who are going off to college for scholarships and things like that. They're helping in so many different ways.
Yes, absolutely. Scholarships are huge. We're in the heart of awarding scholarships right now.
Yep.
And, those dollars make a huge difference to our students. And we're just glad that we're, in a position where we're able to grant those dollars.
Yeah.
So.
And 35 years. So you're doing some great things. And in April, what did you do? You guys planted what?
Yeah, so in April, we planted 35 trees. We worked with the county parks and the city parks and kind of just split it and said, we're going to give you this many and you this many, and plant them where you want. So we're excited about that. We're going to go out next week to the county parks office and see some of the trees that they're going to be planting. Next month, we are working with Meals on Wheels. It's senior month with, and they're going to give out 35 $10 gift certificates to some of their seniors to Keller Market House. So they want to promote, healthy living and healthy lifestyles in the senior community. So they're going to be giving out gift cards. We're doing a project with the Lighthouse. We're going to donate 35 different outdoor toys and activities so that their kiddos can, enjoy different things during the summer. There's just a lot of fun things that we're really looking forward to as a staff. Our board's really excited and engaged to get involved in those things too. So,
Sarah, if somebody is interested in making a donation or becoming a donor, you take those throughout the year?
We do. Yep. Okay. You can donate anytime. We're really pushing our community impact fund right now because it's something that anyone can donate to in any dollar amount. A lot of people think that, to be involved with the foundation, you have to have this large sum of money to come and open up a fund, and that's not the case whatsoever. Our community impact fund, we established that in 2019 to just respond to changing community needs. What our community needed in 2019 is very different than what it needs today. So those funds are unrestricted. Organizations can apply to get funding from that. And it's just constantly, going to the changing needs and what we need now.
Very nice. Very nice. Anything else that you would like to share with folks that they are maybe unaware of about the Fairfield County Foundation?
No, we're just, we're really looking forward to 35 years. We have our 35th anniversary dinner coming up next week. We're going to be giving away our Legacy Award. This is only the third time that we've given that Legacy Award away. Nice. It's a secret, so I can't share who's getting it. But it's just someone who's committed to philanthropy and, committed to working with the foundation and just benefiting our community as a whole. So we're excited to give that away. 35
every year,
years. Yeah.
Every year you guys do that, recognize somebody?
No, not every year.
You don't?
We've only, this is only the third time we've given it away.
Oh,
so
nice.
It's a really, we're doing it to celebrate 35 years.
Nice.
We're looking forward to it and just a way to celebrate those 35 years.
How can folks continue to follow with what you've got going on at Fairfield County Foundation?
Everything's listed on our website where you're going to see us really active on social media, Facebook specifically. We're going to, as we do these projects throughout the year, we're going to continue to post about them.
Perfect.
If individuals are interested in donating to those different funds and projects, they can most certainly get in touch with us.
Perfect, yes. And they could probably make a donation if they know of a certain place that they want the money to go to, mail it and just put probably in the memo where they want those funds to go.
All of our funds are listed on our website, so if they can just take a look. If they see something that they're interested in the memo line, or write that fund name, we'll make sure it gets to where it wants to go.
Perfect. Yeah. Thank you so much, Sarah.
Thank
Good luck with everything.
Yes, thank you.
Folks, don't go anywhere. I'll be right back. It is Downhill with Tina.
What makes Fairhope what it is our staff. It's always a question that we ask, why do you want to be here with us? And what they most always say is, you've touched my life this way. You know, you took care of this person, or I've seen what you've done and I want to do that. And so the staff that have been here know what it takes. They've been on the other side. They see what it takes to make someone comfortable, to make the family comfortable, and really what kind of support they need. And so I think that's what really makes Fairhope what it is.
Bay Food Market is Fairfield County's source for high-quality, locally sourced meats. The meat case is always full of quality fresh beef, pork, gourmet burgers, and gourmet brats for you and your family to enjoy. Bay Food Market cures and smokes their own hams, bacon, and sausage. Visit Bay Food Market at the corner of Maple and Walnut Streets in Lancaster and discover the Bay Food Market difference. Open daily 8 a.m. to 6 p.m., closed Thursday and Sunday. Bay Food Market, proudly serving Fairfield County families for more than 90 years.
Welcome back to Down Home with Tina. It is my first responder of the month. I have Lieutenant Corey Snoke with me. He is with the Lancaster Fire Department. We're going to find out about him and why he decided to become a firefighter paramedic and a lot of different things that they have going on at the fire department. How are you?
Good.
So will you share with us a little bit as to why you decided that you wanted to be a firefighter?
I tell the story all the time, actually. I told it at my promotional speech. So some people might have heard this already, but it's kind of weird. My cousin, Sam Beam, was a Lancaster fireman, and I went to South School. And I just remember going on the bus all the time down Pearl Street, going past the firehouse in the mornings, seeing all the firemen out there doing their daily checks. And so it was something that was implanted in me really early, like I wanted to be a fireman, a Lancaster fireman in particular. Kind of lost that during high school and college. Thought that I would go and be I was looking at being a park ranger or something like that, and I did an internship with a park ranger, and he told me, he said, I know your dad, and I know how much your family and you like to hunt. He's like, if you like to hunt, you're probably not going to get to be hunting much during the season because you'll be patrolling the parks. You should maybe consider another career. And I thought, well, my Uncle Sam, he's a Lancaster fireman, and he's home a lot. And so it was the hours eventually that the shifts that we work at 24/48 that really led me down that, and then just having the history of being around the Lancaster Fire Department a lot.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
And that's where I ended up.
How many years?
Been there 18 years.
Nice,
so,
yeah.
It's been great. I love working in my hometown. I'm born and raised in Lancaster, Ohio. So I just love being in the community and always knowing what's going on where I live and where I work.
What are some of the things that you can share with folks just for, I guess, home safety and things like that to prevent from you all having to come out? I know accidents just happen, you know what I mean, and things like that. But
I guess the biggest thing would be smoke detectors. Okay. So, you know, a smoke detector every bedroom, on every floor of the house, change your batteries every 6 months, whenever a time change is.
Yep.
Lancaster's founded on gas, so most people's appliances are gas powered. So everybody, if you have a gas powered appliance, you should have a carbon monoxide detector.
Okay.
It's amazing how many houses we go into that have no carbon monoxide detectors, and it's
bet.
a silent killer. So it's something that you tasteless, odorless gas that you have to monitor.
Are there certain ones that you recommend that are better than others, or any one better than none?
Yeah, I always tell people to buy the type that have a digital readout, because I think it's comforting to look on the wall or look at the meter and say it's 0, because carbon monoxide, it won't kill you until you get to certain levels. If you get over 70 parts per million is when it starts being hazardous, is what they say, for a lengthy period. But I like to see 0. So you could live in a house that has carbon monoxide at 0 to 30, 40 for a long time with no symptoms. So I like the ones that have the digital readout, just for that assurance and that safety.
Yeah, that is very scary.
And the ones that plug into the wall. Those are always nice because then you don't have to change your batteries.
Do you need one in every room or just specific rooms?
No, just one carbon monoxide detector in the main living area of your home should be sufficient.
Awesome, wonderful. Okay, so it is the Engine House #1. It's a huge year for that.
Yep.
Yeah.
We are going to celebrate our 125th year of being a firehouse. It's one of the longest running firehouses in the state.
Wow.
continuous operation firehouses. So it's pretty amazing if you stop and think about it. That firehouse, if you visit, used to board horses. I mean, horses lived. When you drive past the firehouse and you see the garage doors now, those used to be stable doors. And the horses lived right inside there. There was a hay loft up above. And the horses pulled wagons, and the guys put out fires with buckets of water.
From that building.
From that very station.
That's awesome. Yeah.
So this year we're celebrating the 125th year. They've included Lancaster Engine House 1 as part of the Heritage Tour. So June 8th and 9th, it's that weekend. We're going to have a combination of being open for the Heritage Tour, and we're going to do an open house for the citizens, retirees, anybody affiliated with the city, to come and take a look at the engine house.
Really nice, very nice. So are you doing anything like specific stuff? You're just...
We're sprucing the place up. If
Okay,
you can
you
see,
are.
I got paint on my uniform because we've been painting, we've been cleaning. We're just trying to get the place to look nice. I mean, it's a functional firehouse, so there's only so much you
Right.
can do because we have to keep it in operation. But we're trying to make it look nice.
I know. I remember I did a ride along. It was a few years ago, and it was awesome because the lieutenant that I had, I say awesome, but it was kind of like eye-opening. But it is what it is. You say functioning firehouse. When you got to go, you go. There's
time to
no,
go.
they're like,
Yeah.
they're Thompson. It's you go. You going or you staying? Because they're not waiting on
Yeah,
you.
there's no in between.
So yeah, I was like, "Woo, okay, I'm going." There's no time to think. You just go and you just do.
Yeah.
So, anyways, so those folks in the community that are interested in having a tour, do they call up? Can they come by? What do you recommend?
We don't have the times formalized yet. It's going to be for some, it's going to be an invite. So we're going to have
gotcha.
time
Okay.
blocks that are invite only
This
for
is
certain
the open
times.
house.
Yep.
The open house.
And so
Okay.
we'll invite the retirees to come at a certain time. We'll invite
Awesome.
the council members and such at some time. And then there will be a window where it's a free-for-all, totally
for the
open
public.
house where people can come in and out. And we'll have stations throughout the station. So you walk through the station and you'll visit, and we'll show you highlights, and we'll show you some of the history and stuff
Very
like
cool.
that.
Very
So
cool. Now, if somebody doesn't make it out that day, do you guys do open to like have people stop by, or if they stop by and they want to tour,
Yeah,
and you
of
guys
course.
aren't busy, of
yeah,
course.
of course. We're a public service entity. Firehouse is always open. Anybody can stop anytime and visit. We love giving tours. It's one of my favorite things to do when we have a large group to come to the firehouse. Just give a big tour and teach people about the history of our department, because there are so many cool things. And you can really, when you walk through the station, if you pay close attention, you can see the age of the department. You can look at light fixtures and doorknobs and just there's a door in Station 1 where it gets propped open all the time by a hose washing piece of equipment, and the handle on the hose washer has worn a spot in the door that it's just like this round hole just from it being used for 100 years.
Yeah, for over, yeah.
It's so cool.
It's such a huge piece of history of what Lancaster is that many people don't know about.
I think it's one of our identifying factors. I mean, it's something that we identify with, or at least I do, and I know a lot of the guys feel that way. So
Yeah.
it's a special place.
Absolutely. How is it maintaining a building like that?
It's rigorous. The administration's done a great job in knowing what we have.
Yeah.
And
That's awesome.
They go to big steps to keep it preserved. They hire an outside company to come in yearly or every other year, and they spray down the brick, and they put a coating on it to protect it, to keep it from wearing. We're getting ready to have the floors redone inside so that they look nice for the Heritage Tour, but also because we were having a water intrusion problem. So they do a really good job of maintaining it and keeping it a viable station.
Very, very good.
So.
Okay, and then there's also coming up the Kids and Cops Day.
Yep, that's
You guys
this
are
weekend.
participating.
Yeah. So I know it's Kids for Cops, and that gives them a little too much credit. Let's be honest, because everybody comes out to see the firemen, and we all know that. So.
I was waiting on that
Yeah,
dig. I totally was Lieutenant Snoke.
No,
I was waiting on it.
But it's true.
It's back and forth. It's been that way for years.
So the fire department will be there. We'll have our truck. We'll have it in pump gear. We'll be flowing water, knocking down some pretend fire.
That's funny.
And just interacting with the public.
Do you know, you may not know this, Chief Pilar and Chief Ward retired within like a couple of months from one another.
Yeah.
They were guests on the same show. I had them because I had to do it.
But
because
you had
that's
to put
just what you
a
do.
time block between them, huh? They couldn't be here at the same time.
Actually, they were. We even got a nice picture all together, and there were no
Both
no
really
swings.
good guys.
I'm
I've
joking.
spent time
No,
with
they
both
were.
of them. They're both,
they were amazing.
We're both good guys.
Yeah.
Words of my buddy. So
No,
we
so
still
it's
chat
ongoing
these days.
between the police and the fire. I just love it though.
Yeah, but you
It's
know you
just
like
great.
us more, so that's okay. And so do all the viewers out there.
Maybe not. No, I love all of you. I love you all the same. How's that? Is that a good one for you? Okay, yeah. So, and Kids for Cops Day, yes. OUL. What times?
10 to 2, I believe, is the public.
Yeah.
There's a setup time that,
Oh, yeah,
that
yeah,
we
the
get an
setup,
invitation
yeah.
for, but yeah, 10 to 2.
Awesome. Anything else that you would like to share with folks that you guys do throughout the year that maybe they can pay attention to what might be coming up?
I think that's pretty much it. I mean, we're always at the fair. We don't
Yep.
get near enough people come seeing us at the fair. We always have lots of handouts and giveaways to give and whatnot.
Okay.
So come see us at the fair. And anytime that there's a public event, we're typically there somewhere
Yeah.
in the crowd.
Yeah. Do you guys have any kind of social media and stuff for folks to follow?
Oh yeah, we've got our Lancaster Fire page that'll keep you up to date on events that are happening, but also like any kind of closures or any kind of emergency activity that's going on. And then the Lancaster firefighters, which are the employees of Lancaster Fire Department, we have our own union. We have a local 291 page, and that's we use that page for fundraisers that we do for our local and stuff like that. So we just had our Roosters bartending event where we give all the money to MDA. So there's a lot of different things, but we're pretty good at sharing on both pages. So.
Perfect. Do you guys have any openings right now? Are you hiring?
Yeah, we're still trying to get to full staffing. I think we're only 1 or 2 positions under where we want to be.
How do you qualify to become a paramedic or a medic?
Right now, I think we just recently went back to being paramedics, or maybe this test is, there's a lot happening in that.
Okay.
There's a transition period right now.
So call if they're interested, right?
So we just went to a national testing network, so people that apply for Lancaster Fire Department, of course we're civil service, so anybody can be employed.
Yeah.
You have to have qualifications, but anybody can take the test. But we've went to a national testing network to expand the pool of people that we see.
Okay. Awesome.
So.
All right. Great.
If they're in the process, if they're a fireman, they should understand the process. That things have changed so much since I came up through that I don't even fully understand it.
Yeah. And it changes all the time.
They take the test on the computer. We take it. We took it written with a number 2 pencil, right?
You're young yet, I'm sure. No, yeah. All right. Thank you so much
Thanks
for
for
being
having
with
me.
me.
Appreciate
Absolutely
it.
wonderful. Folks, don't go anywhere. I'll be right back. It's Downhill with Tina.
For the last 30 years, I've worked in Fairfield County. The beauty of working in this county is it's small enough that you get to know people on an individual level, that you get to do the kind of work you want to do personally, but it's large enough that we have some resources and we have some ability to bring coalitions together to make some bigger changes.
You have the benefits of a suburban community, and Columbus isn't too far away if you want to get that urban experience. Plus, if I ever feel like I need to get away for a little bit, there's tons of great hiking around here.
Well, Fairfield County is just a really different county, so it's very resource rich. There are so many people in similar and overlapping helping fields. They make excellent community partners.
We all know each other and we don't compete with each other. Like agency-wide, we're all here to serve our clients, and you know someone everywhere, you know what I mean? And so that, I just feel like that helps it to get our clients the best care. So that's a big thing for me.
Community, connections, collaboration. The Fairfield County Way.
Downhill with Tina is brought to you by these amazing sponsors. And thank you so much for following me. And I would like for you to invite your friends on social media to follow the Downhill with Tina Facebook page. And you can also check out my website and catch me on YouTube, CLN, Your Hometown Connection, as well as Spectrum 1021. Folks, I am not sure how many of you know that I work now as a substitute, I do a lot of substituting in North Carolina because I spend a lot of time down there now, and I'm back and forth quite often. And I also substitute at a detention center. Well, one of the things that I recently, and I like to do when I teach, not so much in the general education public schools, but I like to share when I get to go to the detention center, is movies and stuff. And one of the movies that I shared with them within the last couple of months when I was there is a movie based on a true story called Ordinary Angels. And when I went in and I was telling the youth about this and wanting to share it, I had told them I wanted to go see the movie and I didn't have anybody to go with me, so I went to the theater. I was the only one in the entire theater. I was like, this is kind of cool. So anyways, the movie's called Ordinary Angels. And being based on a true story, just to kind of give you a little bit about it, is a woman who comes across this article in a newspaper about a woman who had just passed away, but a little girl who she needs a liver transplant. And in the story, there was a quote that was shared at the beginning of it. And the quote was, "Find a purpose bigger than you." So I walked in one day and I was, after I shared the story and shared the movie, and I'm at the end of it, I'm looking at one of the youth, because mind you now, I've got several different classes and they're all watching the movie. So I've seen the movie at this point about 5 times. And I realized something. And I've shared this with them because they're young, and I'm going to share this with you. Where you are today in your purpose in life, it may be different or become different later on. And I think that's when you're trying to follow a dream and you're trying to figure out what your purpose is. You may think, oh, this is what my purpose is. It may not be. The good Lord may have you going off to another path or a different direction. So what I thought my purpose was at one point in my life is different now. So I'm sitting there with my youth, and I look at them and I go, it was like, oh my goodness, you guys, you know what? Because I know that I need to be working with kids. And I love, of course, what I do with my TV show and things like that. But I looked at them and I go, find a purpose bigger than you are. And that's what the movie, and they love the movie. They just love the ending of it and what it was all about. So I do recommend that you watch it as well, because it is out to where you can purchase it on different outlets like Prime, I think it is, and on different ones. Anyways, I looked at them and it was like I had this epiphany. And I said, I found my purpose that's bigger than me. I know what it is. And they were like, what? And I go, it's you. And I shared this with each of the classes after that, after I realized that. And I just have to tell you, these kids were just kind of like, holy cow, Miss T just said I was bigger than she is. In the way that they are bigger than me, because what I'm doing in my life and what I'm in my purpose right now is bigger than me, and it is hoping that the youth that I work with in any form, rather it's in the general education, public schools, if it's in the detention center, they are bigger than what I am, because I want them to be successful, because you know what, folks, they are our future. So if you can be a mentor or you can do something to help guide these children, any child, in their life for a bigger purpose than what they are, then you've done something amazing. Just bring positivity to them. Folks, thank you so much for watching the show this week. I hope you have a good one. God bless and good day.